Yo, what it is, man? You now tuned into the realest podcast on the tube. It's your boy Upper Class. Today we got a new guest, man. It's not a rapper. We got DJ Drewski with us today.
Thank you for having me on the realest.
You know what's going on, man. BMG got the city hot.
You already know it's your boy Mono G's, the big part. I am not a chihuahua. Let's get it,
You
man.
get me, bro. Look, if you watching right now, make sure you hit that subscribe button for me, by the way. And a lot of y'all was asking for this podcast from the jump, you feel me? So I had to make it happen for y'all, you feel what I'm saying? Yo, but look, Drewski, we gotta start from the beginning with Drewski, you feel me?
Let's
like,
go.
how long you was doing the DJ shit?
I've been doing it for a minute. Like, if you're talking about, say, Hot 97, right? I started there in 2008. Before even being on the radio, I was working there. But before that, maybe already 6-7 years before, you know what I'm saying? Just doing local stuff, baby showers, weddings, house parties as a DJ.
Yeah.
But then once I, worked my way up in 2008, I officially started working at Hot 97. But I was just shooting and editing video for them. And then I learned how to board op, engineer. So now I'm in the studio. At the same time I'm doing all this, I'm still DJing outside. And, it all came together, I don't know, maybe 7 years ago when I was actually on the radio.
So how'd you get to Hot 97 though? Like, how'd that happen?
So in high school, after school, I'd jump on the train, come into Manhattan, go to all the countdown shows like TRL, 106 in Park. At the time, they had a show called Sucker Free Countdown, counting down the videos. DJ Clue was the host when I first started going, and then maybe 2 months later, DJ Cypher Sounds became the host. Now both of them was DJs. They was both on Hot 97. Me being a young DJ, I'm like, yo, that's who I want to be. So what I do is on my way out, walking through the hallways, they take the studio audience, line up, you out. I'll pop my head in the dressing room, like, yo, Cypher, I'm a DJ. I want an intern. I'll hold you down. And I did it for 3 months straight. He never hit me back. Then finally one day I get a call. It's his manager at the time. He's like, yo, you want an intern? I'm like, yes, of course. Whatever I got to do. Boom. And then he gives me an internship. And, then over time I just built relationships. And shit was out of here.
That's lit.
So shout out to Cypher Sounds.
Y'all still cool and all that?
Yeah, of course. That's forever the big homie. He left Hot 97. He's on his comedy. He opens up for Chappelle. He's going crazy with the comedy TV shows. But we always, keep in contact. It's big bro.
Yeah. So how you feel about Funk Flex and shit?
Oh, Flex. I feel like Flex opened the doors for all of us to really become superstar DJs, right? DJs were cool, but they wasn't popular. They wasn't Flex was bigger than the artist. So he made it cool to be a superstar DJ. And with that, it wasn't just radio. He was doing car shows. When I was young, I remember going to Funk Flex car shows. He had all the artists there. So he learned how to take the DJing and turn it into different things and get sponsors and turn it into money. And he just went crazy. And I think that's when people started paying attention.
So did you get a blueprint from him?
Yeah, of course. I low key take the best parts of all the DJs that I grew up listening to and take little things. You know what I'm saying? Flex just being a super hustler and knowing how to flip it and turn it into business. I definitely took that. You know what I'm saying?
I see you got your own podcast and all that stuff. Did Flex influence that? Because he got the little show and all that.
Yeah, the freestyle shit.
Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't say that. That ain't come from Flex. The freestyle is legendary. Funk Flex freestyle is legendary. But because my focus is not just freestyles. I really want to tap in with the artists and use my platforms so artists could kind of get their story out. Flex don't really do the interviews. You know what I'm saying? He does the freestyles, but he's not really an interviewer. So I wouldn't say that part, but definitely getting to the bag part. Yeah.
Which artist you felt like you had the best connection with?
Most recently, probably Fetty Wap, because we both from Jersey. We never really sat down. There was times where Fetty would come to the studio and I would interview Monty with Fetty in the building, and we just never even had an interview. We'll chop it up, cool. But recently I sat down with him and we sat there for 2 hours just chopping it up and really talking. And I there's things I didn't even know about him that he was going through. So I think that's cool.
Y'all still cool too?
Yeah, of course.
I haven't heard no music from him in a minute though.
Yeah, facts.
He got maybe like 5 albums done. Like if he wanted to go crazy, like, we sat in the studio, he played me a bunch of records. I said, yo, you good. Like you good for the next 5 years. Like you could drop an album every year.
And
You think it's like gonna have the same impact it had when he came out with shit like Trap Queen and all that?
Everyone, that's like everyone's question, right? That for any artist, do I know? I don't know. I just know he's a superstar. So all you gotta do is catch one good record, and he'll be back where he was. Cause you know what I'm saying, it's still Fetty Wap.
So you a DJ and you say he played you some of the songs. So like I'm guessing you would know like yeah, this one right here will go crazy. Like did he have any of those?
No, he had joints you like okay,
that's some shit.
But you know, artists they like holding on to the good. I never understood that. Like artists all the time will play me records, and it's like, yo, that shit is fire. They're like, yeah, but I'm gonna hold on to it till we figure out a plan. And I'm like, all right, cool, but
yo, you know what it is? Sometimes I think they think it's not that good.
It could be that, but they don't act like that. They act like they know it's fire. Everyone in the room is like, yo, this shit is hard, but then they won't release it. Because you know, a lot of times they want to put a plan in place. They want to have the bread behind it. So it's a lot for them to just put out music. That's why I like the young boys. They don't care. They make a record today, it's out tomorrow. They're not even overthinking.
So who would be your top 5 right now?
As far as what, drill?
Yeah.
Top 5 drill artists?
Yes.
It's hard, but it's gonna have to be, of course, Favi.
Okay.
That's the home team. Who else? K Flock.
Okay.
B Love.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go with Busy.
Busy Banks?
Yeah.
Okay. You got one more.
Because Busy's like crossover too. I feel like he can do
that's
everything.
my boy. I fuck with Busy.
One more drill artist. One more.
Bro.
There's so many.
You got one more.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, he definitely got a lot of them.
There's
now.
so many
Everybody
drill
rapping.
artists. I love it, but I need one more.
You wouldn't put Sleep or Chef?
Well, I feel like Sleeping, they bigger now. Like they make it's
they
the same
they
thing.
more
Like
mainstream.
yeah, I wouldn't consider them drill artists no more. They artists.
Oh, okay.
Tutu,
Oh, 2 G's.
because he's heavy. Like all his records is pretty much drill records, right? So I still got to give him. I'll give him that love, and that's not in no order. That's just thinking
I
off
see
top.
you've been working with Tutu.
Yeah, we've been talking. He wanted me to come out and host this show, but unfortunately, both shows got shut down.
Oh, okay.
And that's part of, because I know eventually we're going to talk about what I said, but what I said is that's a part of it. Like, the artists are losing opportunities because of certain situations.
Yeah.
So the fact that Tutu can't do a show in his own city, it kind of frustrates me.
But that's not the first time a show got shut down that Tutu was a part of, though.
No, I've done shows myself where I try to put them on the bill, and they come to me and say, if you don't take them off, we're going to shut your show down.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
so I already
crazy.
know, the situation, but
Do you feel like he's blackballed or just...
That's New York or?
Yeah.
that was in New York. I did a Drewski and Friends show, TJ's first big show, right? TJ, I put him on as the headliner, and then I had Tutu, like her celebrity. We had YNW Melly was there. It was a bunch of artists. Coyle Ray was there. But Tutu was one of the guests, and they really came and was like, yo, that's when I knew. I was
That's
like, oh, this is
crazy,
real. And this is maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's
Maybe
wild.
like 4 years ago.
Nah, the
before
hip hop
COVID.
police, for real though. They I remember one time Chef had a release party, man, and they was outside deep.
Yeah, and they in tune. Like,
Yeah,
don't get it twisted. They know what's going
They
on.
definitely do their homework. They listen and they know the words to everybody's song. They listen to
everywhere.
songs just like the fans be listening. But these little niggas, they don't care. They don't listen. You tell them go through one day, come out the next day. You feel me? But earlier you said home team when you mentioned Favi, right? Do that affect your relationship with other artists like Tutu and other people like that?
Nah, I think I say home team because me and Favi work together, right? He does events where I'm DJing.
Yeah.
He puts money in my pocket. He feeds my family. You know what I'm saying? So when I say home team, is because we actually got a working relationship and a relationship out of the music. But as far as like picking sides go, of course not. I'm a civilian. I ain't a gang member. I don't got to pick a side. I rock with everybody. The same way you said me and Tutu chopping it up. Like, I don't do that because I feel like that ain't even my position to pick sides.
I feel like, sometimes you work with people, you gain a liking for them. you know, y'all might end up building a bond. So you might like somebody more than somebody else because you work with them more. You know what I'm saying? Like bond wise.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? So like sometimes, you know, people gon' like for outsiders, they gonna have a he got favoritism.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, of course, I can see that
you know what I'm
happening.
saying?
That I can see people thinking like that, but
you don't get those comments?
Yeah.
All the time, bro. I get comments where they're like, "Yo, Drewski's woo."
Yeah, or the fans pick the side for
yeah, like
you,
they choose Drewski's cho.
Like
it depends on who it is. They picking my own side.
Yeah. Facts, they definitely do.
You know what I'm saying? But I get it. One, a lot of them be young, super young, so they just want to chat. They just chatting. But it's like, come on, like that's not.
How do you deal with the comment section? Like, how you like seeing all the like the stupid comments and shit?
Not the stupid ones. I like the more stupid, the better it is for me. Because when I got time, I start responding to some of them, right? So it's entertainment to me because
facts.
they so funny. Like, and then I wish I could show you. People like I get DMs, and the first DM will be like, "You pussy," right? And then I swear I'm gonna find it, and then like a day later, like, "Yo, my bad, Drewski. I just want to know like if we could work together." I say, yo, these kids are out of their mind.
On a regular, or
I'm
you
gonna find
block
this one,
them and they be like, they hit you up on the next page.
Yeah.
Yo, bro,
I don't
why
even
you
block them
my
though.
page?
I never block them. I just keep letting them live. Like,
Yo,
go ahead.
I just went through my block list and I got like 5,000 people blocked. No funny shit. I stopped that shit. I'm like, yesterday, was it like 2 days ago, I made a post. I'm like, yo, I gotta unblock everybody. Cause I noticed when I block people, it dropped my
the algorithms.
Cause I be on a blocking spree.
I don't even block. I'll be like, go ahead, keep going. Cause it's entertainment for me. Like this shit is funny. Like,
you know what it is sometimes? Like I be on live and I try to like communicate with my supporters or something. And then they'll be in the comments.
Like,
yeah, and you can not see the positive comments because there's so much hate comments, you know?
Yes.
And then now you stuck responding to them niggas and the people who actually support you feel like you don't, you know what I mean? You don't care about shit, you know what I'm saying?
But that, I agree. Like people in our position, you gotta be able to balance it. Because I see people only respond to negative shit. And I be like, damn, you responding to the negative shit, but not showing love to the people that's giving positive energy.
Yeah.
If you know how to balance it, then it's fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna show the same love.
You see, with me though, like on my shit, I don't know if niggas just hate me, but it be a lot. Like it be overwhelming.
Like,
sometimes
OD.
you don't see none of the positive comments. You know, and sometimes the chat has a lag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
You
like,
don't see everything.
And when I'm talking, I don't stare at the phone. Like I be looking around while I'm talking.
So whenever you look down,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
but
then
for you though, like those are numbers, right? Businesses and sponsors, they don't care. They care about the numbers. So I'll be saying, yo, if you a hater, you want to send some negative comment, you still a number. They don't. When I'm selling my shit, they don't ask who's the hater, who's sending positive. They look, okay, cool. You have X amount of people viewing your shit. You got X amount of comments. All that to me is the same. So that's how I look at it. You know, like that's how it be.
That's a good way to look at it. Right, it's positive way.
Right, that's what you gotta do is turn it. Oh, I found it. All right, just here's the comment. You ain't gotta say who wrote it because it ain't even. I don't want to give no clout. But just read it out loud.
from where? Or do you pussy?
That's how he started it.
He said you really. Nigga said you really pussy. You sent him a heart and a kissy face. This nigga Drewski responded with a heart and a Drewski face.
But then
he's like, "What's good? I'm an artist from Brooklyn. May I send you some music? Fetty Luciano is my cousin." And the nigga has no picture, nothing on his page, right? My bad about the approach, LOL. But it seems to be the only way to get replies. I'm Chris. Good to meet you.
So go ahead, finish.
Yeah, he's like, nice to meet you too. Drewski's like, nice to meet you too. I'm pussy. He's like, come on now, LOL. You know, if I hit you up on a positive vibe, you just leaving me on scene. What's up? Can we build? Question mark.
So you started with that negative shit, and you think it's gonna turn into something.
I really think that's what they think. I really think that because you know why?
No, they do. Like it's proof.
We do respond to the negative shit. Like not in the DMs. I don't respond to niggas in DMs. Right. But like if I'm on live or if it's in a comment, I say so. I'm not responding to niggas in DMs unless it's business. You know what I'm saying? I be leaving them shits on scene. You feel me? I get over 100 messages every 3 hours. I don't got time to be reading all these hate comments and shit, hate messages or whatever. But whenever it's like comments and shit, I feel like they notice that we give it some type of energy. So they feel like, oh yeah, if I say some negative
That's
shit,
the best
I'ma
way to
get
get
attention.
attention. Yeah.
and then be like, yo, I was just playing. But it's like, nigga, you already got me on hot. Now
Right,
you
right.
feel me? I don't want to talk to you. You're
Right.
derelict. You know what I'm saying? Like you try it. What the fuck you think this is? Like, nigga, I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? But earlier you said you was from Jersey, right? Like, are you from the hood or the suburbs?
I'm from
Suburban
Elizabeth, New
dude.
Jersey.
I'm
Right,
not-
so
I-
okay, no, that's why I'm gonna say that first 'cause for people that are tuned in that might know.
Mhm.
And then I can say it's the hood. Like
Mhm.
I grew up across the street from the projects. If people know me, they, you know what I'm saying. Where I shot the video with Chef and Sleepy,
Yeah.
the intro to the video, I'm in the projects like in my hood. That's where I shot it. So yeah, if you from Elizabeth, if you from Newark, if you from Irvington, Patterson, then you know what type of time Elizabeth's on.
The reason why I asked you if you're from the suburbs or the hood, because like a lot of people, you know, I guess before I even ask you that, what is your background? What's your like ethnicity and stuff?
Italian and Irish.
All right, because you know everybody's just saying, all right, he's a white guy.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Off the rip, right? He's a white guy. He don't know what he talking about. He don't have nothing to do with this. He's a culture vulture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Off the rip. Once you're not black, you're a culture vulture.
1000%.
You know what I'm saying? So like, how you feel about, you know, what you got to say to those people that say that?
That like shit like that don't make sense to me, so I don't even respond to it because like if I'm saying something positive about the artist, right? If I'm trying to help the artist, I don't. If I'm trying to stop drill music, right? I play drill music. I make drill records. Why would I? If I'm trying to make money, because culture vultures, I guess they make money off the culture, right? Why would I stop something that's I'm making money on?
But they saying they feel like you made enough money off of it, and you feel like you situated.
Nah,
So-
any vulture, culture vulture, any vulture is not gonna stop their opportunities or their money. Like that don't make sense.
Or they feel like your buzz started like because you did VH1 and the whole Love and
Love and
Hip
Hip
Hop,
Hop.
right? It like they feel like the drill shit is what boosted your career.
No, not at all.
I'm
No
just
way.
I'm just telling
No,
you that's
I
how
know,
people
I know,
see
I
it.
know
You
what
feel me?
You know what it is?
No way. There's
It's
no
just-
way. Because I boosted the drill music. It
It's-
ain't boost me. I put it on a platform that drill music wasn't on. I
Because-
put it on FM radio. Nobody was playing drill music on the
nah,
radio.
Nah, I gotta correct you there. Not New York drill music. Chicago drill music.
Oh, we're not
was-
talking about Chicago. I don't,
Nah, but you said drill music. You feel me? That's like a broad statement.
right.
when you
Okay.
say
New York drill
music.
music.
You know what I'm saying? Because look, you gotta leave room. You can't leave room for them to come for you in the
Right.
conversation.
Everything we speak about today is gonna be New York drill music.
Yeah, they're gonna tell you, yo, you didn't put on drill music because Chief Keef and them all these niggas.
Yo,
drill.
of course, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
We ain't even on. There's UK drill, there's Chicago drill. We can't take credit for none of that.
So you saying New York drill? You put it on the map, basically.
Nope. On a platform called FM radio. Because see, now you trying to be too broad. I ain't put on the artist put it on the map.
Yeah.
Me as a DJ put it on a platform that it wasn't on to mainstream listeners, to people that probably wasn't listening to drill music. When you in your car, when it's your aunt or your mom or your cousin that just driving in the car, might be cleaning the crib, they not on Spotify or YouTube going searching New York drill.
Yeah.
So we put it on a platform because I knew how impactful it was for people like them to listen to.
Who was the first drill artist
just
you
about to ask
I'm trying to think the first record, but it might have been
that's what I
Tutu.
was
It might have been Suburban.
Suburban?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that's. But you know,
Two
I was playing
G's.
Curly Sav and Bambino
Bambino.
and them. But then that's a whole nother topic of is that considered drill? But
It is.
Yeah.
right,
It
so
is.
all those records I was already playing.
Yo, another question, right? Like, I'm sure you say you're into with Bambino and them, and you just said, would it be considered drill?
Right.
Like, are you one of those people that think that New York drill is based off UK beats only?
I consider them the beginning of drill, but I would consider the UK beats.
I feel like
Over that.
it was just like a elevation, you know, like time go by and they transition to different type of beats because the producers transition to making different type of beats, new instruments and shit,
Right.
new programs and everything being made as years go by. So the beats aren't gonna stay the same sound.
Of course.
Just like hip hop beats, it went from boom bap to hi hats and snares and all
Right.
that quicker shit. You know what I'm saying?
But outside of like the town, when you talk about instruments, it's usually the bigger records become that sound. So like, say "Welcome to the Party" was probably the first biggest drill record. Like now, that's what that is.
Everybody
to people.
taking
Everybody is saying that's drill, that's Brooklyn drill, that's New York drill. So you got to think like the average person and say, okay, that's what they consider drill. But before pop, when Tutu and Chef was making records, they had those sounds, those drums, those snares.
All right, so what about if we go as far as Bobby and Rowdy?
But they don't even consider themselves drill artists.
Of course, they said that from the beginning. But if you really look at it, it's not what they saying. Just like how you just said, it's what people saying. Now, at the end of the day, in the beginning, the Chicago niggas started dissing them and say, "Yo, y'all niggas stealing our style,"
Right?
Because they sound like Chicago niggas. They was using the same type of beats. They was right. And then Rowdy responding saying, "Stupid, a stupid nigga. We don't make drill music." Or some shit like that. Bow, then we shoot that. I don't know if I'm butchering the shit. Pardon me, Rowdy. I know you probably watch your shit. This nigga fuck my whole verse up.
Rowdy didn't give a fuck about any of this. He wanted to get that money. That's all he cared about.
You feel me? That like I know Bobby personally. Like,
right.
For me, we cool and shit. I never really been around Rowdy or whatever, but. Like some of the song like Hot Nigga and all that shit. I heard the shit before it came out, all that shit. You feel me?
But the production on Bobby record
compared to
is a whole different type of production of like all the big drill records, the Whoopties, the Pop Smoke records, the Fabio records.
But the time though is also different. You feel what I'm saying? Like now
so
you can literally get
Bobby and Rowdy drill artists.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. Because the drilling, like most people got it confused now. They thinking it's just beats. Drill music is what you talking about in your music. Right. You know what I'm saying? You talking about spinning on ops, killing ops. That's what drill music is. And it originated from Chicago. And that's what Chicago niggas said drill music is. So that's what drill music is. You can't tell a blues artist, yo, this is not blues. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. The Chicago niggas say, yo, we made this type of music for when we want to go spin and do a hit.
Right.
And that's what a drill is called. You know what I'm saying? So now if you drilling, you could drill on a pop beat. You know, like they're doing with the samples right now. So now that they're doing samples, it's no longer New York drill then.
So
because the beat sound different
now it's Jersey drill where you could dance to it, but they still drilling like
That's what I'm trying to show you. So you can't say, yo, it's based on the beat. The beat's gonna always change.
We know that, but the average person, when they hear drill music, now they think of Pop Smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the sound. The early Pop Smoke records is what they consider drill.
How do you feel about the Jersey drill? Because that's a whole different scene too.
Well, I'm a Jersey dude. I already like Jersey club, so all that is like club beats with drill instruments on it. I like it. Like
I be doing them little.
Because now you could dance to it. Like you could talk spicy, but you dancing on it, so it just looks fun.
You be
like
busting those
I ain't busting no more. I ain't got it, but shout out to Bandman Real. Shout out to all the Jersey artists doing their thing.
Okay, He's supposed to come up here too. Shout out Bandman for real. You worked with him before?
We ain't make no records together, but we have a relationship.
You played his music on the radio?
Of course.
On the radio?
First one.
Or
that's what's up.
There's a bunch of like Jersey drill artists I've been supporting early because I know it could possibly be the next wave and like everything else.
So you want to be
Drewski's on it early. So shout out to Ace Moolah, shout out to Franco, Mr. Jersey Drill. There's a bunch of artists that are putting out records.
So who your favorite Jersey artist?
Nah, it's too early though. It's too. You gotta give them time to work. They can't. They gotta work.
I'm sure you
they gotta work. They gotta work because then they start feeling themselves. They think,
I feel you. See, but they would have screen recorded, posted all over these stories.
No, they gonna still screen record and say, Drewski, I'm the hottest. So go ahead. Who's the hottest Jersey drill artist?
Yeah, they definitely gonna do that. You should have gave somebody a shout out though, man. Except for Bandman, cause Bandman obviously now he's up there.
He's like he's the face right now. Yeah, but what happens is there's Bandman, and then that's when he opens the doors for the other artists.
So who's next in line?
We don't know yet. It's still early. Like Bandman still ain't even pop yet. Like
Nah, he
got a buzz. He got
a
a nice buzz.
He's out of there.
Oh,
Cause
no,
niggas
yeah,
in
he's
Brooklyn
good.
is niggas. I done put him on my reaction channel a few times and shit.
oh no, he got it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna open the door for the next wave of that sound and those artists. And we got to see, because I see a lot of artists that, you know, we're making other type of records now, jumping on the Jersey drill, you know, because they see it's trending. So you got to kind of like wait it out.
So you think drill is the cause of the violence?
No, the violence been around forever, before we was even here. I don't think it's the cause of the violence. I think there's certain drill records that incite violence and add fuel to the existing violence that's going on. Because I see artists that don't have to be a part of it, that got a good bag, that don't have to be in the street or be a part of the violence, that continue because they doing it in their music, so they feel like they got to stay connected to it.
So let's get into the famous post, man.
Yeah, the tweet.
Yeah, I don't even know how or why people, like, clearly people care, right? If I post, it was in my stories. It just how I felt at the time. We lost T-Dot.
R.I.P.
Nas
was that the reason you made the post? Because a lot of people are speculating that because you have, like you said, home base earlier.
Right.
I gotta go back to that. You feel me? So I'm guessing
Home
you know.
team, right? I said home team.
Home team. Yeah. So I'm guessing you got some type of rapport with
T-Dot.
the Woos. You know, I'm not gonna say T-Dot
No, I don't
because
know all the Woos.
Fabio is Woo. T-Dot is Woo.
Pop Smoke
is Woo.
Right.
So you got a rapport with the Woos. Now, obviously, you're not going to know all of them because you're not from Canarsie.
Yeah, but
you're not
I
from
spoke
Brooklyn.
to Nas Blicky in the hospital. Me and Tutu speak. They Blicky. They not. You know what I'm saying?
No. But see, you trying to cover it up.
No, I'm just telling you what it is. Like
I'm saying, like, all right, boom. You have some type of rapport with the Woos. You feel me? So now that T-Dot passed, RP T-Dot, he was supposed to come up here. Like the day that shit happened,
right.
he was supposed to come.
He was scheduled to come up here.
You feel me? He was in Cali. Me and him was on FaceTime, and he told me, "Yo, he gonna be back in the hood," and he was supposed to come up here and link me and shit. But it never happened. RPT dot though. But
Facts.
that happened. Then you made the post,
Right.
So now everybody's speculating that it's because of the T-Dot situation you made that post. Like, cause
Yeah, no, I get it. The timing, and I wouldn't say that's the reason why I made the post. I think that was, what is it called, when the straw that broke the camel's back or something. That, you know what I'm saying? That was like, all right, man. If the dancing the dancing guys getting hurt out here, like Nas just got hit. Chef is in jail. D-Thing is in jail. K-Flock is in jail. Busy's in jail. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dougie B, like, Dougie wasn't even in jail at that time, but it was like, all this is going on. We lost Pop, whatever, 2 years ago. Because that was like Pop's anniversary right around there 2 years ago. Yeah, Nick Blicky. Amongst all the other artists, she, just got hit. So it was like, all right, like I'm not supporting none of that negative energy. I'm not supporting no music that's gonna hurt my artists or target my artists. I fuck with everybody. They putting this shit in their music. I feel like I'm involved now. Now I feel like I'm picking sides, because if I play a record where they dissing somebody, if they dissing upper class, I feel like I'm sitting here with you today. What I look like on the radio tomorrow playing a record where he's dissing you. Like that ain't cool. Morally, that ain't cool.
Yeah.
On top of it, now I'm adding fuel to y'all beef.
Yeah.
Because now you hearing it on the radio, you trying to really drill on them. Your whole team, your friends, your family, your mom got to hear this. That's not cool. That's on the street level. Now law enforcement's already paying attention to what's going on, so now they targeting him. So it's like, yo, I'm not even contributing to this because this ain't cool. Like, the result of this ain't cool. So I want no parts of it.
So how would you counteract that? That's just the only counteract, just not deal with it.
Yeah, like, I said, what do I do? What am I good at? Playing records, popping records off. Send me a record where you not talking about them. I'ma still play. I'ma support you. I like you as an artist. You make good music. You're creative. Yeah. But just don't talk about them, because I don't even want to be a part of what y'all got going on. That's none of my business. Like, I shouldn't even be playing that. And the thing is, a lot of times, people, DJs, people who got platforms, they don't even know what's really happening outside.
Yeah,
so when
facts.
you play a record and you don't even know somebody's name, right? You might not even be paying attention that you playing something that can be inciting violence or
You start saying,
add
I'm
it to
smoking
the
on the dead man's too, and you're not even in this shit.
Yeah, just like that
I
young
can't wait till I
MA
catch
ball.
up a class.
You know when young MA said smoke a Tuka ball?
Right.
And she didn't know. She thought it was a strand of weed.
And she's saying it, right?
Yeah.
But imagine a DJ that's not even in tune to what's going on. They just know it's a cool record, it's a big record, it's streaming. They playing it. Bring it back.
Fact.
I can't wait till I catch upper class. I can't wait till I catch Drewski. Now I gotta hit. Nah, that just causes, you know what I'm saying? So I don't blame them for playing it because it's trendy, but they don't. I know what's going on. So morally, I feel like if I know what's happening, why I'm a part of that? Like that ain't cool. I don't want to see them locked up. This has nothing to do with the community, the environment, the violence that's been going on in the streets, the poverty. I was talking directly about the artist and my love for the artist.
Your morals, basically.
But my morals.
But most people will rebuttal that by saying you play other artists from different places that do the exact same thing that these New York drill artists doing. Like in Florida, them Florida artists, what's the little nigga name with the dreads, bro?
Kodak?
Nah, not Kodak.
Folio.
Yeah,
Folio
like
and,
Folio
I don't play that on the radio.
and what's the
Ace, Young and Ace.
Yeah.
Oh, Young and Ace.
Yeah, you don't
I
play-
never played. I ain't
You never
play.
played none of their music?
The When
Not
I
on the
See
radio.
You.
Oh.
Young and Ace.
That
I
shit
played.
went viral. You never played that? That When I See You shit? Where he was on a golf course and shit? You never played that?
I don't know if I played it on the radio, but
If you played it, somebody's definitely gonna screen record this and they're gonna
if you have it, go ahead. Show me if I play. I play so many records, but that could go back to like I was saying. Even if I did play it,
Yeah.
I probably didn't even know it was are they dissing each other in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
hell yeah.
I wouldn't even know because I'm not in tune with what they have going on in Florida. I am in tune what's going on in New York.
Yeah, but still though, even if you're not in tune, because look, I'm
But
not.
Why
in
can't
tune.
I have my own opinion? Like why
Nah,
can't
you
I?
can.
Who,
You can.
who
You
are they
can.
to tell me what I could do and not do? Like
Nah,
the
but
same way I can play, I can say I don't want to play.
As far as the artists go, right? They're gonna feel like, all right, what's that song where nigga was going viral on TikTok when he's like, this nigga got shot, some face hot. I don't know the words to this shit, but you know what I'm talking about. And he's like,
that's
dang, goddamn. I don't know the name of that shit. I don't know the words to it. I gotta start memorizing these shits. I don't really listen to rap on my own time. That's
Right.
song music, feel me? But like on that song, I had that song on the radio. Cause I be in my car when I'm dropping my daughter to school and shit. I heard that shit play on the radio before. I don't know who's playing it. You feel
Right,
me?
yeah, of course, yeah.
But I know this shit been on the radio before. So you might have played that song. And he's talking about a lot of niggas dying. Like, if you listen to this shit, he said like 7 dead niggas back to back.
Yeah, I'll go
back.
listen to it. But
So as far as like New York go, right? Niggas gonna be like, all right, so you could play another city shit and make them niggas go viral, and we trying to come up and we trying to eat. We just rapping about what we go through and what happened on a day-to-day basis, you feel me? This rap shit with niggas rapping about killing each other been happening before we started rapping. We just now got our own genre of rap where we do it in. Cause gangster rap was talking about killing niggas before.
but they never was saying like the
Smoking on
person's
niggas?
name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
And
that's
they're
not
actually
true.
going to do it.
This
So
song
what-
with Gucci.
what's Gucci? Yeah, that's what I'm
diss
saying. What was
song when he
Gucci
said
Man doing?
smoking on
Nah, that was
Jeezy Man's.
No, I'm saying it already happened, right? Like
What?
what's happening with the young boys is they talking about what they gonna do, then they go do it, and then they incriminating themselves. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't want to see you incriminate. The DA hit me and said, "Yo, it's so crazy that the guns you see in the video are the same guns they use in the drill. So when we find them and we arrest them, we can match the gun that's in the video and then boom, indicting them."
Yo, it's so crazy, right?
Why would I support you hurting yourself?
You know what's funny that you said that, right? No matter what you say, even if you stop playing their
he
music,
been telling
they're
them.
gonna still do it. Cause
That's
I
cool,
have
but I'm
several
not gonna-
videos on YouTube right now, me telling niggas like, yo, them guns, cause I've been in the street, bro. I done did time, all that
Right.
shit, so I know how the shit go. You feel me? I be telling niggas like, yo, bro, that gun you're showing in your music video has a serial number on it. Half of y'all not even smart enough to scratch it off. Right? They screenshot the serial number, they run it in the database, it comes back that
They
it's
matching
stolen
it,
in
boom.
Florida. You feel me? Or stolen from wherever you got the shit from. Because the person who gave it to you, they reported
Right.
stolen. You feel me? Now, you go do a drill with that same strap. You feel me? They already know you have a strap of that caliber because when you shoot somebody, it leaves a bullet in.
Right.
Obviously.
So now they match the bullet to the gun.
To the
and boom.
caliber, and they know like, oh yeah, this nigga had such and such gun
In
in
this
the video,
video.
and he was dissing these people. So it's a possibility that this person right here is the one who did it. Now, if you got your cell phone on you, because they always do,
Of course.
your cell phone ping off in that
Location.
area now, boom. Oh yeah, he was in that location at the time. They go pick him up because they got probable cause. They
Right.
found a gun in the crib. You're gone. Simple as that.
No,
you feel me?
this is what's happening.
Yeah, and
Right.
I've been telling these, like, I have videos explaining it just like I'm explaining to you, telling these kids, like, yo, bro, you're gonna get caught up. You're stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense. Why are you doing that shit? But at the end of the day, they care more about the clout, the fact that people are looking at them thinking they're tough. Because watch, when they get locked up, what do people say? Oh, shit, at least he's doing what he was rapping. He's
Right.
actually doing what he rapping about.
Right.
You know, and they want that credibility. So these little niggas is doing it. They're malleable, bro. You remember being a kid.
Of course.
You did certain shit because it was cool. You feel me?
1,000%.
When you get older, you look at this shit like, damn, so I used to do some dickhead shit. You know what I'm saying? I look at shit I used to do all the time. Like,
Yeah,
damn,
like damn,
I
I'm
used to do
surprised
some-
I'm still alive.
Yeah,
for the
you
shit I
feel me?
did. Yeah, like,
to do some dumb shit. Like,
so okay, so if you see them doing some dumb shit,
Yeah.
would you support it?
I mean, all right, put it like this, right? I run the biggest drill platform in
Right.
New York right now, right? But I built my platform off of drill.
Right.
I can't say, yo, I'm not fucking with the drill niggas now because I don't like what they doing or because I'm more mature than they are
Right.
and I see things differently. I'm always try to wise them up. You
Okay,
feel me?
I never said I wasn't fucking with the drill artists.
No, I ain't say you say.
I never even said drill music. If you look at the post, it said this records. It never said drill. People just assumed it was drill, but never said drill.
Oh.
I mean,
I never said drill. Did I mean drill?
yeah.
Of course, because a lot of the drill, but I never said it. So already
I
people
mean,
jumping
it
out the window.
implies, it implies.
But I never said I'm not fucking with drill music. Even if I said drill.
Because look, when I did the interview with TG Crippy and one of them, they brought it up. Or was it Bando? They brought it
Yeah,
up.
that's when
You
I
saw
hit
the
you.
video.
Yeah, that's when I hit you.
You- So when he brought it up, I'm like, yo, I explained what I think.
That's
you
why.
meant.
That's why I hit you. Said,
You know
yo,
what I'm saying?
you explained
Yeah.
it the right way because you understand it's coming from a place.
Yeah.
When they not paying attention, they just see a headline. It
But
never
you
said
gotta-
drill music.
You gotta understand this though, right? Something like your post went viral.
Right.
Feel me? Everybody wants to tap into the viralness. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah.
So that's all it is. Like niggas don't. I don't.
They
think,
don't even care.
Yeah,
like,
you feel me?
They don't. I have the biggest drill artist in the town. Hit me. I got. I just spoke to D-Dang on the phone from jail. The day after that, I spoke to K Flock from jail. Lee Drilly hit me. Like, yo, I love it because like Lee hit me. He said, yo, I got about 2-3 more records where I'm dissing. After that, I'm done. But I'm gonna still put it out, Drewski.
Yeah, he
I
told me
said,
the
go
same
ahead,
shit.
go ahead. Like,
He told me
that's
the same
you.
shit.
Yo.
Just don't send them to me. Send,
Yeah.
send me the ones without the dissing. But go ahead, put your, if that's what you're doing.
Yo,
That's,
I actually like. I like where you going with it. Like to make these niggas actually rap and transition to you know,
lyrical.
because a lot of people only go viral on tracks based on who they mention. Because there's a lot of dead niggas that are popular.
but it goes viral, right? But okay, it's cool. Your record went viral. But Fabio could drop a record with Kanye West and Alicia Keys. That's a drill record. That's going viral. That's where the money. That's how you change your life.
But Fabio is in a different position from some of these little niggas.
No, but
and
I'm saying
some of them are trying
you
to
can learn
get a
from
viral
that
song.
though. You can say, okay, Kanye and Favi and Alicia Keys ain't dissing no one. They got the biggest drill record in the country,
Yo, you
in the
know,
world
That's
right
like
now.
it feels like that's gonna be like the next anthem for New York City.
is
I
that
fuck
a
with it.
is that a drill record just because Fabio on it?
It's a drill beat and Fabio's on it.
Cause I don't. To me, it doesn't sound
yeah,
like a
it
drill
don't sound
record. It
like-
sounds
Nah,
like
it's
a
a drill
remix.
record.
It sounds like a remix to Alicia Keys and Jay-Z shit.
Yeah, Empire State of
The
Mind.
world
Yeah.
is considering a drill.
They're,
Unfortunately,
they're saying that based on Fabio
and the beat though, it's a drill beat. It got like drill.
it's not really a
instruments
drill
on.
song to me.
A drill producer made it. They just tweaked it a little. I met the producer. It was a drill beat.
No. I'm not saying that's not a drill beat.
It give me
It's
like
not a drill song to me.
nostalgic type of feel.
But that's what I'm talking about. You gotta
So
level it up.
you telling me Kanye talking about Kim Kardashian and shit.
Pete Davidson.
He said he dissing, fuck it, he dissing, but I don't take it as a drill song. Like
But we know Kanye ain't gonna really you know what I'm saying? Go, you know, it's different. You never know, but we know. Like Kanye's using that beat to diss Pete Davidson because that's what you do on those beats, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But they're not gonna target Kanye West. They're gonna target our guys in the Bronx and Brooklyn and Queens before they target Kanye West.
Yeah, Kanye West money too long to target him. What you gonna do to him?
Right. So it's like, yeah, he could do that because they're not gonna fuck with him.
Yeah, shit.
But they use it against him, right? He said they going to court for the divorce, and his wife is saying you got to consider what he's posting on Instagram and saying he's trying to say
SNL and shit.
he's trying to say like don't use what I said on social media, but they using it. A lawyer is gonna try to use it. So
I mean, they can never use nothing unless you like admit to doing something. Like you can say whatever you want to say. They'll use it to paint a picture, but they can't use it as something to incriminate you. They can,
if there's a jury, they gonna use it, and
to
and
paint
it's
the
gonna
picture,
work.
yeah.
Like we know how people think. Like we just saying.
But then if you have a good lawyer and that nigga saying like, yo, listen, this is an artist and this is what he does, you know, his situation, he has a situation that's popular right now. He's using that situation to sell music.
So you think
know what I'm
100 dudes show up to SNL and beat up Pete Davidson? They not gonna
Did
use
that
that.
really happen though?
No, I'm saying, but that's what we're saying. If it does happen, which is probably
It
it's
won't.
just music.
It
But if it
won't.
did, you can't say yo, it's just music.
I mean, it can be random. Who you gonna prove it that?
But that's what Kim was saying. Like you got to stop saying things about Pete Davidson because if he gets hurt, just off of you saying it, you're not even doing it. One of your fans do it. You still gonna get him hurt, and you still gonna be responsible for that. You want to live with that?
I mean, that's moral. You can't get in trouble lawfully because didn't NBA YoungBoy fan pop on
Chopper.
Yeah.
Chopper.
NBA ain't get locked up for that. That's not him. I can't control what you do because you like me so much.
But if you inciting it, you're responsible too. Like you said, morally.
Yeah, morally, but actually you're not. You know what I'm saying?
But actually, we could do a lot of stupid shit. Actually, but I don't think some of us is raised on morals.
So you think your post, if a drill nigga see you outside and want to get physical with you, it's your fault?
But I ain't saying nothing negative. You know what I'm saying? What I said was positive.
But they sensitive.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to show you.
You trying to stop drill.
Yeah, you feel me?
I can see them going for the mayor because the mayor said ban drill music, right? I never said ban drill music. I said stop dissing.
But do you think that the mayor might have ran with the shit because you said the shit and you went viral? So now he like, yo, we got a nigga like him saying that shit. You feel me?
Nah, they already had that emotion. And they just trying to use the hype to jump in, and the mayor not even know what's going on. I don't think.
Yeah, but then look at it, right? This why I think it's buffoonery because how you want to ban drill and then you go have a sit down with Mano, an ex-convict. Shout out to Mano, right? I fuck with Mano, but he's a gangster, right?
Right.
Fucking Fabio, he's a gangster, right? And B Love. And then you sit down with these niggas who rap about this shit, and then you want to say you banning it. What's that? That's a publicity
I think
stuff.
that was to kind of inform him on what's going on, like to see it from the artist side. He's just looking
so
for.
Gonna say, yo, bro, we rap about killing people because that's what we do. And what is he gonna do? Change his mind?
So
I feel like it died out though.
So when they so-called ban drill music,
that would never happen.
What is gonna be the next outlet? I'm just saying, if it does, what is gonna be the next outlet for the young niggas to express themselves?
Be
They
more
just
lyrical.
gotta change their music. They just gotta. That's what I'm trying to give you the heads up.
Be more lyrical.
Yo, you're already being targeted. Like I already know. I know what's going on.
Facts.
Okay.
The law enforcement's
Likewise.
coming for you. Stop dissing. Just listen to me. I got you. If you don't want to stop dissing, then boom, you're gonna get locked up, or the mayor's gonna try to ban your ass. I don't think they could ban the genre drill, but if you kind of like
Now you know
more
what
subliminal with it,
you know what they're
not
gonna
saying
do?
names, you good. You gonna live.
Like I predicted this shit like two years ago, and I feel like they're gonna do it. They're gonna, like, anytime a rapper gets locked up, they're gonna use like the music as a stipulation. Like, you can't rap about this.
Right.
If you rap about this, you're gonna get remanded.
Yeah, this
They're gonna use like kind of like what they do in the UK.
This just dropped today. Everyone is bandwagon, right? Read that.
Name Dash says YouTube should stop playing rappers for diss songs. Where was these niggas all this time? Like this drill music
that's
been
what I'm
happening
saying,
for the longest, bro.
This violence been going on.
See,
You
that's
know what I'm
going viral
saying?
today.
And you can't blame the songs because they was doing that with old school hip hop as well. Like when niggas when 50 in them was rapping all that tough shit. You know, 50 was
the
rapping.
internet-
Homo shot me.
Really?
He got shot down. You feel me? He got hit like I got hit, but he ain't fucking breathe. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not new. But when 50 in them was doing it, it had the same
The internet
outrage.
is new though. That's the problem. Is the internet? It's the
More viewers.
It's
are
more
seeing it.
popular now.
and people are trying to like people that are not even involved in stuff, just trying to do it because they want to get lit on the internet. That's the problem.
Facts, views,
it's not
likes.
even. It don't even be the real shooters doing it. It's people that don't even know how to hold a gun that just want to do it to post it.
Yeah, factual.
And I think that's the issue is influencing the wrong people. They feel like, yo, I could just post it. Or if I do got beef with someone, you could find my location, you see where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
Don't you think they would still do that regardless of the drill music or not? Because look, bitches always like the gangster niggas in the hood, right? So everybody wanted to be a gangster nigga. Everybody wanted to be a drug dealer nigga. Or everybody wanted to be a jock or whatever,
But
right?
you said you went to jail, right?
Yeah.
You know from just being in jail and being around certain people, real gangsters, real street dudes, they not self-snitching on each other. They don't think that's cool.
Not necessarily. You can't say that. You can't say
Ain't
that.
not
No,
one
man, I'ma
gangster
tell
think
you-
that's cool
Nah,
to
nah,
say
I'ma
who
tell
you about to go drill
I'ma
on,
tell
say
you-
it out loud and go do it.
Now,
That don't make no sense.
I'm gonna tell you why I say that's not necessarily true. Cause a nigga could be a gangster, but he's just not smart. You feel me? You don't have to. Every gangster's not smart. You could be a real tough nigga and you with all the smoke. You go to jail. You're not giving up your combo. You fucking everybody up, but you're just dumb. You know what I'm saying? You could be. A lot of gangsters are dumb. That's why they keep getting caught up every single time. They're dumb. You know what I'm saying?
So then it's just a dumb thing if you self-snitching.
Majority of these niggas are dumb. Look, they getting locked up for shit they really doing though. They really doing what they talking about.
Right.
So ain't that gangster?
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
They're just dumb gangsters.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying? It got people. All right, boom. Remember, at one point in time in the street, there was structure. You know what I'm saying? There was rules to follow. Niggas don't follow no rules now. You tell a young nigga, yo, he doing some dumb shit. He want to go get his gun and come back and shoot
Right.
you.
Yeah, they ain't even fighting.
No.
Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? And the niggas who's supposed to be calling the shots for these young niggas, they trying to fuck the same bitches they trying to fuck. They trying to be in the music video doing the same dance moves
Right.
they doing.
The
and shit.
old heads trying to be down with the young niggas.
The old niggas want they clout.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna tell them, yo, you need to be doing this or you need to be doing that. They just want to be a part of whatever them young
I'm
niggas
not
doing.
one of them. So I'm going to say, don't send me this
See,
records.
but
Yeah,
you just like the 1%. Like
Yeah,
you can.
Right.
Like,
But I'm sure it influences other people, right? If people don't even scared to speak up or whatever, it's still influencing them. You know what I'm saying? Like now you see everyone else every couple of days, Dame Dash, yo, stop. It gives people. I just felt like now people feel a little more comfortable speaking up. I feel like artists feel a little more comfortable not dissing no more. I sat down. You sit down with artists all the time. Every time I sit down, it don't matter where they from. They're like, yo, Drewski, I don't even want to be on the diss and shit.
and have them be
But they
funny
can't
as shit.
say it out loud because then they look pussy. They can't say it out loud because they feel like if they don't diss, they're not gonna get the views. But inside, personally, I know how they feel, so I'ma say it,
Alright.
and then you could now fall back from doing it and blame me. Yo, I want to be on the radio. Fuck that. I ain't dissing. I'm sending Drewski my records. Whatever, however you want to use it, because I know they can't say it out loud. They got egos. They artists. They got personas. But a lot of they all hitting me like, yo, I respect it. I don't even want to diss anyway. They just thought that was the way. Nah, let's make another way where
Let's
you don't
switch
have
it
to.
up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Switch it up.
Like I did an interview with Lee Drewski. We did a podcast with Lee Drewski. I was saying interview. Oh yeah, for y'all that's watching, this is not really an interview, man. We just having conversation.
yeah,
You feel me? We did a podcast with Lee Drewski, and he was saying, I asked him, I said, why do you diss niggas? You feel me? And he's like, niggas diss my peoples.
Right.
So now niggas gotta hear what my people's gotta say
Right.
about the situation. 'cause-
response.
Yeah, he's like, yo, niggas gotta check these niggas because these niggas is saying things that aren't real or they making shit
Right.
up. And if we don't say nothing about it, it look like it's true.
Right.
So now we responding to it. You know what I'm saying? And niggas be dissing niggas and don't know niggas. Like they never
That's what
seen
I'm
each
saying.
other.
So
So now regardless if you playing it or not, because they don't need the radio.
Right.
You feel me? We in an era where the radio don't even matter. Nigga making money off of streams and shit.
YouTube, all
Nigga don't
that
give a
shit.
fuck.
It still takes you to another space, whether you want to believe it or not.
It
right?
does.
Pop Smoke wouldn't be Pop Smoke without radio.
Now we aware.
5-Year Foreign wouldn't be the 5-Year Foreign without radio.
All right, watch this, right? Some people are content with going to work every day, right? And making $1,000 a week,
Right.
right? A nigga like me, I don't go to work at all. And I'm making what they make in 6 months, in 1 month. You know what I'm saying? But they're content with that. So now a rapper who's saying, yo, we could get on the radio, but nigga, I'm content with this money that I'm making off these streams. I could fuck these bitches. I could buy this little gumbo pack, and I could, you feel me? Get these Americans, and they content with that. They don't really give a fuck. All they care about is being able to, you know, floss a little Mary jeans. Because look, when they argue with you, that's the first thing. You don't got a Marys. You feel me?
Or your shits is fake.
Yeah, you feel me? That's all they care about. They don't actually, because remember, you don't really start thinking about certain things unless you've been through shit or you mature. You know what I'm saying? Or you have a mentor that's with you all the time showing you this shit. You know what I'm saying? So now all they seeing is the same young niggas they age in the hood doing the same shit. Yo, what you got on the za, bro? Yo, what you got on the bottle? And they do this on a routine every day. As long as they can get the za, the bottle, they good with that. You feel me?
Perks.
They're not thinking, oh yeah, if I was to change the way I make my music, I might elevate, get on the radio. You know, I probably get a little movie. You know, they're not thinking about it. They don't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't care about them neither.
Yeah,
you know
but you're not telling them that part though. Like, yo,
because we're not even worried about that. We worried about the artists that do want to grow, that do want to, you know what I'm saying? For me to see 26AR perform at Made in America with a live band over drill records is amazing. Like, that's where we going. That's what we want to showcase. That's what we want to push.
It's crazy how you mentioned him, right? Like, perfect example. He came home. He joined my live. Like, we had some type of rapport. We wasn't friends or nothing.
Right.
Spoke to him in inbox. You know, I reacted to his shit before he reposted, whatever. Boom. One day he joins my live. So we talking and he's saying some shit. He's showing money and shit. So I'm like, me being older and smarter than, I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but me being older and smarter than these niggas, I'm like, yo, bro, you should do this instead. You know,
trying to give him the
smarter
right
moves
advice.
and shit.
Yeah.
The nigga told me, bro, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. You preaching right now. Straight up. That's what he told me on live. Now, remember, the fans gonna take that shit and blow it up even crazier now. It got little snippets on YouTube. Oh, this nigga 26AR violated upper. Now, it brings so much clout behind the shit to one day the nigga DM me. He denies the shit, but he DM me and he's like, yo, you see how you and Famo be going back and forth on live? Yo, we should do one of them shits one day.
Right.
Whoop. And I'm like, all right, cool. We could do that, but just, you know, I have boundaries saying certain shit, you know, just keep it.
Right.
The nigga ended up saying some nut ass shit, violated, paid disrespect. And now I'm upset, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, like, niggas gotta understand, I got street background. I come from the same shit they doing now. I did it already.
Right.
So I get upset when a nigga try to play with me like I'm academics. Like, I really be getting upset. I get mad for real, you know what I'm saying?
As you should.
Academics tells niggas, yo, I'm not a street nigga.
Right.
I will tell on you. And I tell you, don't get punched in your face for thinking I'm a YouTuber. It's total opposite, you know what I'm saying? So like when niggas play with me, I really be like, I be getting pissed off, you know? So now me and them back and forth, you know, I'm a funny nigga.
Of course,
I roast niggas. Since I roasted his mans, his whole squad, they got tight. They went live, they roasted, woo. But me, I'm just entertaining, bro. I don't really take it personal, like, yo, I want to kill this nigga when I see him.
Of course.
But now niggas take it to disrespect. Like, yo, slap your son. Like, my kids don't got nothing to do with it. Me and you, we could talk all the shit you want. Keep it between me and you feel me? But it went for, know what I'm saying, or whatever. Nigga end up recently, he hit me up and shit. Like, yo, he not really on that, you know. He over this shit. I guess maybe somebody older.
And that's what it takes,
you know,
sometimes.
Spoke to him, you know what I'm saying? And like me being a real nigga, I'm like, yeah, you know, it's cool. Like, that shit ain't nothing. Ain't nobody get hurt over this shit. You ain't shoot at me, I ain't shoot at you. Ain't do nothing to none of my people.
Yeah, we kept it
you know
online. We kept it entertainment.
So, you know what I'm saying? But it got a lot of people that they love the clout of the situation so much, they would not let the problem go because they know if they let that problem go, that's the only plug-in they got right now to some clout. You feel me? That's the only way to get juice.
The internet makes it worse because even if you and the person getting cool, they still trying to hype it up. So that's why we were talking about before with the music, people talk shit, but it wasn't like heavily influenced by outside people. Now the outsiders are just fueling a beef that might be even deaded. They don't even know.
That's exactly what it is.
And it's just people that have nothing to do with it is fueling it because they enjoy it. It's entertainment for them.
That's a fact. And then the rappers feed into it.
Right.
Because at one point, 268 I used to give him credit where it's due because he could rap.
Of course.
Feel me? He's definitely a good rapper, and I used to give him credit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if he fed into the clout part of the shit, the the attention that came into the shit, or he might have been off a substance at the time. You know, sometimes
You don't know, but to the music part of it, like for him and his team to realize, where they at and how to grow it. And when you're performing and invited to a concert like Made in America, that's a Rock Nation. Jay-Z is there watching the show.
That's lit.
You got to have people around you that understand, like, yo, the evolution of this.
This could get bigger than all of us.
So let's show that side. And for him and his team to say, we're gonna get a live band, we're gonna have DJ Drewski DJ the set.
You DJ'd it?
Yeah, we're gonna be at Made in America. Like,
that's what's
we
up,
went to
man.
rehearsals. It's not.
Shout out to that man.
It's not like, you know what I'm saying, some underground music no more. It's real deal. Like, people, festivals are booking these artists.
That's the thing. I like to see when niggas have some type of guidance behind them. Feel me? Like Lee Drewski, for example. He came with two dudes.
Right.
And you can tell they're on his case. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they want him to go the right way type shit. You know what I'm saying? I had a conversation with them and they really got him on some, because you can see, if you watch it, you see he articulates himself way better than a lot of other people.
Bro, he's super smart.
Yeah.
He's super focused. Like, you could know in the first 5 minutes of sentence with somebody where their head is at.
That's a fact. And I done been around a lot of them. Some of them want to have that cool attitude. They come and they trying to.
But that's that persona.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I see through
but
all
some
the
of them
bullshit,
that you might be thinking of super drill are like really smart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I heard one of the artists, we mentioned the name today in the interview. I'm not gonna say who, they could figure it out. But it's like a master chess player. Master chess.
268 Yeah.
You were supposed to let them guess. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they gonna know
I don't
that
even know how
because-
to play
Nah,
chess.
he did an interview. I do my homework on everybody
Right.
that's drills. He did an interview and he said he learned how to play chess in jail and he came home and used to teach niggas and shit.
Like a master chess player. Like that.
See? That yo, you know it's crazy knowing how to play chess. If you apply that shit to real life.
Yeah, the way you move and all. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? A lot of them have the intelligence, and just because they come from an environment don't mean they all stupid. So
And that's the thing too. You feel me? That's why some people might have felt a way about your post or about the mayor saying what he said. You
Right.
feel me? Because they feel like, they know they self and they know they're a lot smarter than what they portray in their music or what the media portray them as. You feel me? And it feels like they're being targeted.
they are being targeted. That's why I spoke up. If I feel like you being targeted and I can help in any way, I'm gonna tell you, like, yo, just be careful. Like, just don't walk down that block.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I know what's
facts.
going on that block. Just don't walk down that block. That's all I was saying. Like,
I feel like you was coming from the point of trying to be the big brother looking out for
yeah,
the
it came from a
younger
real, like, passionate place. Like, we sit here with the artists. Why would I let them walk down a block that I know is not gonna be good? So like, yo, before, and you know what I'm saying. But that's where it really came from. Is like, I know what's going on. You are being targeted, whether you want to believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? That's from law enforcement side. But now if you diss somebody, you being targeted on the street side. So it's really no win in that. There's no win. There's no way out.
So how would you, Drewski, help them? Now you could tell
I
somebody.
said how. Send me records without dissing, and I'ma still support your music and your career as much as I could.
So you saying as long as the nigga not dissing, you gonna play it? Because now it's gonna be a
still gotta
whole lot of people.
Oh no, I've already
take-
got 1,000
That's what I'm trying to
non-diss,
show you.
maybe more, like 5,000 non-diss drill records. It still gotta be good music. We not just playing bullshit. We saying send good records without dissing in it, and we still gonna support it. Nothing stops. Like, nothing stops.
So what if they're not dissing, but they still talking violent shit?
If they talking violent stuff and that they really live in it, that's fine. As long as you're not saying nobody's name in it.
So the only problem you got is the dissing the dead people and the dissing
people that are alive,
other rappers and shit.
Or self-snitching. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, the self-snitching shit, I don't think you
saying,
can escape that.
if you saying things that you did already, if you're talking about experiences, like past experiences, whether it was a week ago, cool. But if you talking about when I see you, nah, like, and you saying somebody's name, because now I'm playing it, they listening.
Yeah, facts.
Something happens to that person, guess what? They using all that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna let that happen to you. I'm not supporting it. You can do whatever y'all want. I'm just not a part of it.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I see where you're coming from. I just wanted the reason why I'm asking you,
clarification.
I gotta ask the question those ways, so because that's how they gonna be asking you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you read the comments, you pay attention. That's exactly what they say, and I've been seeing the comments. You know what I'm saying? Especially under the interview that you saw, like people were in the comments talking about the situation. I read some of the comments. I'm like, yo, let me ask them questions the same way these people ask.
Of course, but I agreed to come because I know your head is in the same place. Like you understand it.
Definitely.
Right? I can't sit with somebody that don't even understand what's going on.
Ignorant to this shit.
Yeah, that's ignorant. Like you can't. Unfortunately, you can't talk to an ignorant person because they're not reading even the main. They just reading the headline, right? And then they just see it and then they keep it moving, and that's what they think. It's like, no, that's what drew you in. But if you read in between the lines, you understand what's going on.
You know what's funny? Usually when people read things, right, the first thing or anything that goes viral, whether it's a video or a post, the first thing people do is go to the comment section. And I feel like the comment section has something to do with the way someone's opinion is. Like they have that sheep mentality. They follow the herd. So if they go to the comment section and everybody's saying, yo, yeah, fuck Drewski because Drewski said this, woo, woo. Now they feel like it's the right thing. It's like certain like songs sometimes. A song come out and you might say, yo, this shit whack, or somebody might say the shit whack, and then everybody says fire. Now that person who said it's whack is bumping it. Just like Pop Smoke, for example, when he first came out, everybody said he was whack.
Yeah, like what is this?
Yeah, they said, yo, the only thing he got is a voice.
Right,
and nigga trash. Then Pop Smoke blew up, passed away, R.I.P. Now he's a legend.
Facts.
Right,
and I still don't think he's a legend, but to everybody else, they say he's a legend. You know
think he's
a
legend for his for Canarsie.
For his impact in such a short period of time.
Yeah.
You gotta give credit where it's due.
Biggie Small had an impact in a short period of time.
You don't think he's a legend?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
Biggie, that's what I'm saying.
But Biggie did way more than Pop did.
As far as what?
Everything. He got way more hits than Pop got. You feel me?
Numbers I can't even debate it because I'll never even compare.
There's no way to compare numbers with Biggie and Pop Smoke. You can't even compare numbers with Biggie and Drake. Biggie music been playing for so many years. If it was on YouTube for all those times when people was playing it on YouTube all them times, he'd have had crazy numbers.
But like you said, he has more time in. So those years,
not time in. He's died. Like
no, I'm saying he has more. His
legacy.
His legacy's been around way longer.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like Pop is 2 years. He's done a lot in 2 years. Biggie's what, 20 years? Like, so it's 20
hard. Years after death, though. We talking about when Biggie was alive. When Biggie was alive, he was doing crazy numbers off the rip. As soon as he came.
Yeah, I can't because I can't speak on it. I just know they both.
Yeah. But you a
in
DJ.
A short period of time. I'm saying I don't know the numbers as far as Pop Smoke numbers compared to Biggie Smalls numbers. Not that it matters, but
you wasn't listening to Biggie in the 90s.
Of course.
Who was hotter than Biggie in the 90s except for Pop?
No, we're not arguing that.
No, I'm just saying.
Nobody.
Exactly.
To me, there might be somebody that be like, yo, Snoop Dogg was hotter than Biggie.
There was Jay-Z. Jay-Z was out, and Jay-Z was out since the 80s.
But I feel like Hove is like, like under Big at that time. Like he was birthed from that Big era, like in a sense. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it like how we probably look at it.
So you're saying Pop is a legend?
For the amount of time he was on Earth doing music, he deserves credit. Like
I say he stamped New York drill, but I won't say he's a legend. A lot of people's gonna hate me in the comments for that.
They're gonna destroy you.
You know, like I really don't give a fuck. It's gonna be a lot of people that agree with me as well. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like he is the biggest drill. When we say drill, not our drill, but the world's drill, the biggest, most popular drill artist.
Would you
Chief
put
Keef
him?
is the biggest.
Would you put him on
drill
like
artist.
the Mount Rushmore of drill? Like you know how they say Chief Keef
Right.
started this shit, then you would have
Pop
Pop.
definitely got to be
and
on
then-
the Mount
You
Rushmore.
hear me?
Cause if we got Chief, we got Dirk. Yeah, you could put Pop up there.
Pop is definitely up there.
Yeah, you could.
His impact.
That's for America.
Drill.
Drill.
Saying just
Yeah.
drill.
But you got
For
UK niggas that's lit too, but people out here not in
We not in
tune.
tune. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it got niggas in UK that's lit as Pop Smoke. Like, facts.
We know, but not like
Right.
you said, not everybody
So,
else.
well, if we
even
we
if
gonna
you
keep
did
it
that,
New
he's
York, I'll
still on
put.
Mount Rushmore. Like
Yeah.
the impact he left and created, especially for New York,
Mm-hmm.
was insane. Like
Yeah, he definitely. Nah, I ain't gonna front. I would give him that for sure. Like, he definitely made it. He left a dent in New York music. Period.
right.
But as far as going with the legend,
For me, when it comes to New York drill,
legend come with stats.
Pop is the Biggie, and Fabio is the Jay-Z.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
Jay-Z to
Nah, Jesus Christ.
the to the New York
Yo,
drill.
listen,
agree?
listen. Fabio, bro, you my boy. Fuck with you.
When it comes to New York drill, you don't
Pop,
think Fabio is the
I fuck
Jay-Z
with
to
Pop too. Like,
I can see why you say that because after,
this nigga said,
no, look, because after death, then
Hell
Fabio
no.
blew up like how Jay-Z did. So
what
that's
I'm
why he's
like,
saying
as
that.
the comparison to New York drill to New York in the 90s as far as like big, I'm saying Pop is for today's, generation, Pop would be the big and Fabio would be the Hove to.
there'd be like a Jadakiss and Styles P.
He even said it. Fabio just said it in the beginning of
What he said?
Pop
He
was the king of New York.
Now it's my
now I'm
turn.
in charge.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's the king of New York. That title is a treesh. Everybody's slapping that. You feel me? Everybody's slapping that. Like, everybody's the king of New York. Tekashi 6ix9ine the king of
Right.
New York.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's the king of New York. So at the end of the day, and look, that's another nigga that did crazy ass numbers. But niggas not gonna jack him now because of the situation.
Right.
But like, wouldn't you consider his music drill though?
His was like
When he
Like,
when he first came out, when he first came out,
That was drill. Not the little uber scuba duba shit he came out with when he came out
Right.
with the blue shark and shit. Not that type. The first songs he came out when he had Kuda and all these niggas in the video was drill. Now, if he never snitched, would you still say Pop was the king of New York?
drill.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. If Tekashi 6ix9ine, look, listen, y'all. I mean, before I even say that, quick disclaimer: I'm not condoning no snitching, none of that bullshit. You feel me? I don't have no love for Tekashi 6ix9ine because I don't like what he did. But you know what I'm saying? I've been snitched on before. I don't condone it. But Tekashi 6ix9ine, he never snitched, right? He would still be viral to this day. Going
No, we're not saying that.
crazy.
You said, you was talking about New York drill. Would I consider Pop over 6ix9ine? Yes, I would.
Why?
Because he to me is what made New York drill popular. He did it. I don't think people consider 6ix9ine a drill artist. They consider Pop a drill artist.
You got a good point.
Yeah, he do got a point because Tekashi, he didn't come out as a drill artist, so that's probably why they wouldn't paint him as a drill artist. But I would, because when he came out with that shit, when everybody was wearing blood flags and shit, that was drill.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
But
So-
they would never consider him a drill artist.
Just because of what he did, I think he lost his credit once.
No,
he
I
did
think
that.
even before the
was
snitching,
drill.
they still never was like, he's a drill artist. I never got that type of vibe.
So
from
what
the outside.
genre is Tekashi
Yeah.
then?
I don't know what he was doing.
rock
But
drill, some shit.
That was drill. That's drill, bro. But that music he was coming out with is drill. Like, he was talking about shooting shit up
Yeah.
and spinning
the
on
content,
ops.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
like,
That's drill. You feel me?
yeah. I would, but I think Pop would have still been and still is considered like the king of
Nah,
like
bro.
New York drill.
Nah, son. That nigga Tekashi 6ix9ine numbers was too crazy. If he
We're
never
not saying
snitched,
that. We're not doubting. Like, yeah, of course. His
alright,
shit
so
was
what makes a
insane.
nigga the king of New York then?
Oh, the king of New York. That's different. That's
opinion based.
That's opinion. Yeah, like
opinion.
All right,
based.
so who has more credibility to say take away the snitching?
if you you saying number wise numbers.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Pop was not fucking with Tekashi numbers, no how, no way. Ever. Even after death. Never.
But if you go numbers, then you gotta then you still got to give it to like Hove and the older dudes because they still alive. Their numbers are still insane. Right? So then Tekashi has not even close to anything if you still got Hove alive. Like,
yeah.
so it's hard. Like, it's hard
They would put
to put a crown on anybody.
They'll move Hove to the Wizard or some shit. You feel me? Move him up to a different ranking or some shit. You feel me?
Shit.
But I really feel like Tekashi numbers was crazy, and if he didn't snitch, like that title would have been more to him because niggas was jacking it at once.
Oh no, everybody.
Yeah, you feel me?
Well, I never went to a music video with a whole city, but I was at the one with Fetty and A Boogie. I forgot what record it was. We was in the Bronx.
Where they was on the basketball court or some shit?
Yeah, we was in the Bronx.
Oh yeah, I know.
And I'm like, yo, we haven't seen this in hip hop in a long time. Where our artists they shooting a video and the whole town is out. I'm talking hundreds of people just like.
Coming out.
Yeah,
a lot of his videos was like that too. Like nigga, he had mad support.
That was part of his whole marketing too. Like he knew how to get you.
I think we think like if K Flock didn't get locked up, you think he would have been like the next
big thing.
Even him being locked up, I feel like it still hasn't really affected him.
His if he's locked up for more than a year, it's over.
You feel like that?
Yeah, he's
Out of
music
mind.
I don't know how much music he has tucked away.
Yeah, but he gonna need visuals. He gonna need a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Who knows if he got enough visuals to keep him from
right.
How do you go ahead. Finish.
See, like Bobby and them, even though people was welcoming them home and shit, they lost a lot of clout. A lot. When they came home, the kids that used to listen to their music became adults, and their mind was not working the same. They didn't think what they was dropping was fire no more.
Right.
When they first came out, and I
feel like they took kind of long to even drop. Right. They have all the excitement coming home.
Yeah.
Me, if it was me and I'm coming home from a bit that long and everyone's excited, I'm dropping like
but even if
days.
Even if you didn't drop when you first come out, it's still like anticipation building up for you to drop some music. So whether or not you dropped right as you came home, they still will be waiting for that music. It just they dropped some bullshit.
How you feel about Bobby dancing?
Nah, he's Caribbean. Like I do Caribbean parties.
Yo, I was there saying the same shit.
That's
I'm like, yo, that's
I
some
DJ
island
Caribbean
shit.
parties.
Okay.
That's nothing new. Like people be blowing stuff up. Like he having fun, he dancing.
They're not used to it,
right?
You know, they use. All right, this is the thing too. Like, I in one of my outro on one of my songs, I said, being gangster is not an image; it's a lifestyle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas feel like if you're a gangster, you're supposed to have a mean face all day.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't dance like Fat Joe say. What he said?
I don't dance. I just pull up my
pants.
pants.
And,
and
you feel me? And then niggas just talk about, oh, they don't dance. They just two step.
Yeah,
so now it's an image already painted of what a gangster's supposed to be.
Right.
You feel me? So now you see a nigga come home whining. Whoa, I only see bitches whining. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have that background, the Caribbean background. Where we from? We from Flatbush.
Right.
So it's mad Caribbean people, Haitians, Jamaicans.
We go to the
you know what I'm saying?
Like
the sweetest joy is whining behind a big bumper.
You know what I'm saying? So see, like whining and shit is normal to us Caribbean niggas, you know what I'm saying? But now to Americans or to any other
to anyone that
now,
doesn't understand it.
Yeah.
Niggas trying to, and then they got the video where it got me too. I ain't even gonna front. The video with some nigga down south performing. And they said it was Bobby. I thought it was bro. And I posted this shit and I said, yo, say it ain't so. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my boy. Like, I fuck with Bobby.
Seen that. I already knew it wasn't
nigga Rowdy. I think Rowdy unfollowed me after I posted that shit. He probably was tight about it.
He went crazy. Whoever that was went crazy.
But I thought it was Bobby and shit. But you know, like all these things coming out now is tarnishing his character. That stage shit, that was not no Caribbean wine.
Yeah,
that was
yeah, that's how I knew. I'm like, nah, that ain't
Bobby. That was some
it's funny, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but niggas believed it. And it kind of, resembled a little bit to where I kind of got fooled. Because the video was kind of a little blurry, but like the build, the person structure,
the physique.
Yeah, it kind of like, it got me. You know what I'm saying? So I know mad people who didn't know him actually believed it. When I saw the longer clip, I'm like, oh, that's not, bro. Like, you feel me? And I took the shit down off my page and I made a post like, yo, that's not, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that's something that someone should say, yo, I'm not listening to your music because you whining. Like, that's some
but that's the
shit.
internet. That's what we was talking about. Just be people on the internet just chatting and hyping it up. And Everyone is just a record
Taking
away.
the littlest
It's a
thing
good
and running
record.
with it.
Motherfuckers, kids are having kids, and now they're not supervising what the kids do on the phone. You got 10-year-old kids talking about they gonna slap you. That nigga who wrote you probably
Right.
like 10.
I believe it.
You know what I'm saying? Like real
like
talk,
12 years old. Just,
little ass kids, bro, and nobody's not supervising these kids, checking their phone to
they
see
got
what
too
they
much
doing.
access to stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now imagine, like, you got niggas with money who can get a nigga that can hack and find your IP
Right.
address. Now you got a nigga coming to your crib about this shit. Y'all parents need to start checking y'all kids' phones, man, because you might have a nigga pop up to your crib ready to drill something because your son talking about he
Walking
can,
to 10 years old.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like real nigga shit. And y'all little niggas, come on, man. Y'all gotta chill out. Go play some games. Go outside, ride a bike or some shit.
So recently, I seen on you just had a kid, right?
Yeah.
How is fatherhood
Congratulations.
right now?
Oh, see, we ain't even mentioned that.
Yeah.
That alone is part of why I feel like I feel too.
I was
like,
gonna
I'm a
ask-
father
I was
now.
dead gonna ask
Yeah, I
you
ain't
that.
even
I was
thinking that.
like-
Like, but that's definitely a part. You said you got kids.
Yeah.
So you
I
know
got 3.
how it feels to be like a father to just look at your child and be like, damn, I'm responsible for this.
Facts.
You know, and it's like the love is
Facts.
different. So when the parents of these artists is hitting me, right? Like D-Thang's mom hit me, just like on something like I appreciate what you're saying. I miss my son. You know what I'm saying? Like little
Yeah.
things like that. It stems from being a parent. Like you realize how important family could be.
Brown bag.
So it's definitely like being a father makes you realize and look at things a different way too.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. It's crazy that you say that. Like, I really do think differently now that I have kids of my own for real. Because, like, I had got arrested in 2020. Like, I'm actually fighting the case right now, so I ain't gonna speak on it too much. But I went to Rikers. I always told myself, yo, I'm never going back there
Right.
and shit. I went to Rikers and shit. And having to speak to my kids on the phone and shit.
It's a different.
Yeah, that shit broke my heart, you know what I'm saying? Like, my daughter wasn't eating, you know what I'm saying? My son, like, the nigga depressed and shit,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So when I come home, like, I'm seeing them again, and I'm like, yo, nah, so I can't, you feel me? I can't be doing shit. You know what I mean? I really try to stay away from everything. Like,
Yeah, because what
One time
you do, what one person does can affect so many
Yeah,
different
Whole
people.
bro.
your whole everything you
Everything
provided
around
for
you, people
feel me?
around you. It's like that's what
Yeah.
you got to consider. That's what you got to think about, and that's the way I think. Like whatever he do can affect everybody around.
Pardon me, y'all. I'm mad ratchet and shit, but you
got
know,
some-
this the realest podcast on the tube. We don't edit that. We keep it all raw and uncut. You feel me? My belly was growling a little bit. I think it was unprofessional for my belly to be growling on the mic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, let me get a little too chicken.
Just don't
and
be
shit.
smacking too loud on the mic, though. you
Yo,
know?
niggas was talking about that last time. Yo, it's crazy. Niggas was talking about, yo, that's your fault, bro. You on the camera, that's your fault. Last time we doing the podcast, and I'm eating Skittles.
Oh,
We took a break, but he thought we was ready. The nigga started recording this shit. I'm like, oh shit, we recording. I'm eating the Skittles and shit, and it's smacking. Niggas like, yo, bro, you making mad noise in the mic. But I'm like, yo, I didn't even know since started recording this shit. You feel me? And I just kept it. I don't be like, yeah, this shit. I'll keep that shit in there. You
it's
feel
the
me?
realest. It's the realest podcast.
Get me.
What kind of wings you got?
That's hot and
Yeah.
barbecue.
Oh,
Yeah, you see that shit. Shit mad spicy.
Yeah. So how you feel about the podcast since you came up here, the vibe and everything? Yeah.
nah, I love it. I love that you guys give people a platform to come speak out. Whether it's artists that got new music that want to be heard, whether it's someone like me that get my words twisted, you know what I'm saying? Then I could come speak out, and it's coming from the right sources. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
people that got, like I said earlier, that you got your head on your shoulders. I hit them direct, like yo, I forgot what I said, but like I respect how you do your interviews. Like that's the way you're supposed to do it. You're not supposed to just let people chat and say what they want, and they could be looking crazy. Cause he could let artists look crazy up here,
Facts.
but he don't. Like he kind of shows, slowly feeds him another side of or another opinion. And I think as an interviewer, just someone that has a platform, it's important to do that. Like if you up here just having people look crazy for views, that goes back to the moral thing. Like, all right, cool, that's what you do, but I feel like the type of energy you put out is the same type you're gonna get back.
Yeah, facts.
when
Because
you do that-
I be saying sometimes, like, I watch certain interviews, and like the people who interviewing people, like they'll ask them questions that'll make them Like,
it's a setup. Like,
yeah, you feel me? And I'll be like, yo, why niggas do that shit, you know? But then I know, like, it gets clicks. Like, especially when you title it certain crazy shit, it gets clicks.
Right.
And niggas do it for clicks, but then you risking that person going to jail, you know what I'm saying? Like, just for some clicks. I can't do that shit.
Yeah, nah.
You feel me?
And there's way more shit to talk about than
Exactly, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And you could talk about the same things in a different way.
Yeah.
But if you up here trying to make people look crazy and sound stupid and one-sided, that, you know what I'm saying?
Like you said, lose it all for a viral moment. That's
right.
corny.
But people do that.
Yeah.
But I respect.
So how you feel about Vlad?
That's, you know, he does what he does. He's good at what he does. I respect the hustle.
Are you cool with Vlad?
I wouldn't say cool.
You got a rapport with Vlad?
Yeah. Like,
because that's why I feel like you answered the question that way. He's good at what he does.
I'm not cool with him, but I respect his hustle because he was one of the early ones to reach out to me.
Don't you think he implicates people in the way he asks questions? Like, he asks questions that he knows, like, you're not stupid. You know it can get someone in trouble.
Right.
But you're going based on the fact that you're smart and that person might be dumb, and they'll answer the question. And then you would say, oh, shit, he could have ignored the question.
Would I do it like that? No. Him doing it, that's what he does. So it's like, I got to respect it. If you're an artist that know what's going on and you decide to go on the show. All right, for instance.
But you say you don't want the artist to self-snitch. That's what you said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't ask him questions where I know
So then you don't condone his behaviors.
No, but him as a platform, I respect what he's
he
doing.
Going for it.
let me, because you brought up Love and Hip Hop, right?
Yeah.
Love and Hip Hop, probably the biggest show on VH1
Uh-huh.
for years.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I knew what type of show it was. I decided to do it.
Mhm.
They don't tell you what to do or what to say. They just turn the camera on and put you in a situation. Now, if I decide to do some dummy shit, that's on me.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't be mad at Love and Hip Hop for putting me in a predicament that I decided. If two girls on Love and Hip Hop decide to fight, that's because they decided to fight.
Oh.
They was never told to fight.
I thought this shit was scripted. Like,
It's not
from top to
scripted.
bottom.
And it's the same thing with Vlad. If you decide to say something, that's your responsibility.
No, but Vlad is initiating the situation because he's asking the question.
You're not forced to go on Vlad. So if you're an artist that's going up there and you don't know, that's your fault. That's how I look at it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's like me saying, yo, Drewski, yo,
He asked.
I heard outside of a club one time, you and a couple of your mans was out there and somebody was talking crazy to you, and you know they allegedly said one of your people shot the guy. Is that true?
All I remember is DJing that night. I don't remember nothing else that went
You
on.
smart, right? But in a rapper now, yeah, that nigga was acting like niggas was pussy and shit. You know, all I know, I heard bang, bang, bang. I see my man with the strap in his hand. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is going on?
All right, so but that's your fault. Like what was
That's
before
'cause
we hit
you're
record
stupid.
on the cameras today? What he asked me, is there anything you don't want to talk about? And what I say,
You say you're gonna curve it.
if there is something, I'ma curve it.
But-
I can't blame y'all. Like,
But now you gotta blame Vlad for asking the question. That's what I'm saying.
But
Look,
he wants the
would
clicks.
would they say it if he didn't ask the question? That's the thing now. So he's the one who's making it happen.
But that's what makes his interviews Vlad interviews. You know what
So
I'm
that's
saying?
what makes
I
niggas go
respect
viral
that.
with their diss tracks by mentioning niggas' dead mans.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna play it just like I'm not gonna go on Vlad. If I know I got some dirty past, I'm not going on Vlad.
So you don't condone niggas dissing niggas on diss tracks, right?
I don't condone anyone hurting each other, setting each other up, self-snitching, none of that.
Only if Vlad do, like make
No,
them
I don't
self-snitch.
condone the artist replying to his answer and snitching on himself.
So why you don't want to say nothing towards Vlad? Like you know it's Vlad.
Because I ain't got no problem with him. Like, why would I
because of
diss him?
friendship. It's not. I'm not
It's
saying
not a
you're
friendship.
dissing him.
I mean, that ain't
We're
my
not
man.
All right, look. You see, if for something I disagree with you, like you say it right next to me, I'm gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? Because
As you should. That's what I'm saying.
This is what it is to be a man. You feel me? You're supposed to say what you mean and mean what you say.
Of course.
Yeah, and that's what I stand by. I tell
I'm
my
not
kids the same thing.
disagreeing with you. Does he ask questions that could set somebody up? Yes. Do I blame him if the artist responds in a way where no, I can't blame him.
Okay,
The artist could simply say, I don't even want to speak on that.
you're right.
So how can I be mad at him? Or like not mad, but how can I talk about him. I know what he's doing. He's going for the click, and he's getting the clicks. So if it works, he's going to continue to do that the same way Love and Hip Hop will continue to let people look like clowns if they decide to do it.
But like I was saying though, that's the same shit that niggas is doing with their music. They going for the clicks. They going for the clicks, just like Vlad is going for the clicks. But he's making niggas self snitch, and he's bringing up topics.
No,
So watch this.
so
Hold up.
go
Hold
ahead.
the thought. Vlad asks things that nobody knows about.
Okay.
That's why niggas say he's a cop. How the fuck he know that?
Nardwar asks questions that no one knows neither in a goofy
Incriminating
way.
and shit?
No, I'm just saying, like, that's what I guess people would consider being a good interviewer when you bring up things that the
Nobody
regular
knows.
person wouldn't know.
If we had a shootout outside and it never made the news, how would Vlad know if nobody
I
at the
don't
shootout
know.
told Vlad?
I don't know. I don't
You
know.
see what I'm saying? And the nigga be asking some questions. I'm like, yo, how the fuck this nigga
But-
know that shit?
Because I'm gonna lose my thought. But
Yeah, go ahead.
because you were saying, Vlad asks them, the artist in his interviews, a question.
Uh-huh.
They decide to answer. They look crazy. They self-snitch.
Yeah.
The artist dissing, they're deciding without even being asked to say it in a song.
To self snitch.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like no one said, yo, talk about that situation you about to go do. They already doing it on their own. So it's even worse than what Vlad's doing. Cause now he don't even have to ask you the question. He gonna just talk about what you said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
got a
saying?
good
In a
point.
sense.
You got a
Yeah.
good point. I agree with you somewhat.
Cause now the question is not gonna be like, did it happen? The question is when it happened. And it's like,
And that's what Vlad does. He says when it happened. Well, you go, yeah. Like I gave you the analogy.
yeah,
just
when
now.
that situation happened.
Yeah, you feel me?
But
So-
he gotta ask the question. With the rappers we talk about, they giving you the answer in the music, and that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, chill, y'all worse than Vlad.
Do you think they actually like say an actual drill? Like, yo, we caught Maxwell outside of Red Cafe.
No,
And-
no,
and-
they
and
don't
shot
say that they did it. They say when I catch Maxwell, we going whatever. And what happens is Maxwell might get caught by a whole different person.
Yeah.
But now you gotta eat that because you said
It
it.
look like, but then
I understand.
you gotta. If it wasn't you, then
And so I'm like, yo, don't even say it. Like, don't even say that shit. Because what if somebody else catch Maxwell? Now you gotta eat that. Yo, don't even say it. You don't even gotta say it. What are you saying it
yeah,
for?
that's why I be telling them too. You know, be more slick with your shit. You could,
Yeah.
you could say it like,
When I catch him,
yeah,
whoever him is, whoever, if you feel like you him, then you him.
That's why you see, but that's why like the UK niggas, them niggas would put like if instead of saying the name, they'll put a sound effect.
Yeah, or
or
like
say
a-
shh.
yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
And then you got the UK rappers, most of them rap with mask on. So you don't even know who the fuck that nigga
Right.
look like anyway. You just know that mask. He got a special mask that he wears more time, and you know it's him off of that mask. You know what I'm saying? And there's no way to really trace back to who that nigga is unless the cameraman seen his face and
Right.
say, yo,
Or
that's
somebody
what-
point him out.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you think if niggas was to do that, it'll be different.
Nah, I still don't think it's cool. Like I still don't want them hurting each other, even having the opportunity of someone pointing them out or someone's like. That's not. You don't got to do that. You just caught a record deal. Like, what are you doing? Go take some of that money that you have and go
better,
enjoy
yeah,
it. Like,
yeah.
You got to think about it though. You got to think about the age. It's not just, yo, how I look at it as a grown man. You
Right.
got to think about it, yo. These niggas is little niggas. Like they can't even go to the doctor without their moms. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about it that way. Like, yo, you can't go and sign a fucking you can't even
Right.
you can't even go on a trip without your mom signing permission slip.
right.
These niggas is 16, 17. You know what I'm saying? They still need a signature from their
Right.
parents.
But-
They're not thinking for themselves yet.
It was never really spoke on in the way we sitting here now. So when they
Yeah.
watching your show, when they
Yeah.
watching this, now they can either take it or leave it. But nobody
Yeah,
ever
facts.
spoke on it. Now at least we speaking on it.
Yeah.
Now we can't be to blame.
Yeah.
If you tuned in and you 16 and you want to do drill music and you think the way to do it is dissing people and going killing people, we sitting up here.
Yeah, and tell
I'm
you-
sitting up here
and telling
saying
you
you don't have to do it that way because
wrong.
you see where your favorite artist is.
Yeah.
Boom. Now at least there's an attempt. At least we trying to do the right thing.
Facts.
And that was my point. Like, unfortunately, I decided to speak up first.
But
everyone had the opportunity to do it. There's a lot of influences in the town that could have done it. I just did it first, and I still stand on it. Like it's coming from a good
The crazy
place.
thing, if you would have went the negative way about it, it would have been bigger than what it is now.
What do you mean?
Like
Negative
if
way?
you would have came and be like, yeah, I'm gonna just keep promoting it. Niggas would have ran with the bullshit before they would have ran. You tell
Right, I get what you're saying.
Mm.
Like kind of bigging it up. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I love the fact that they dissing and killing each other. Send me more records. Send me more diss records. We gonna get the town on fire.
Yeah, these little niggas is gangster.
Yeah.
But
Just
I
like
already
that.
knew that's not even the artists that are really doing it for real.
Mm-hmm.
They heads not even there though. They tell me they don't want to do it. So I'm like, if they telling me they don't want to do it, if I'm seeing people we know losing their life, all your favorite drill artists locked up, right? Like, all right, let's not even blame the environment and the violence that's been going on for years.
Mm.
It's not a coincidence that they all happen to be drill rappers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's not give anyone an excuse to target you.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I agree with you because like I always be saying, like I don't think the same way I thought last week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you might say some shit and you sound like a contradiction because later on down the line you don't think that same way you thought when you first said it. Now niggas say, but yo, they pull up some old shit. Oh, you said this, you know what I'm saying? They try to use that against you. But I agree with what you're saying, you feel me? These young niggas, they definitely do need to stop dissing and mentioning the dead and shit like that. Cause it is making shit worse.
Mm-hmm.
Because now a bunch of niggas that didn't know each other know who each other is based on music.
Right.
And people who actually lost close people that they love and care about.
Yeah.
You feel me? They feeling away. Now, a nigga, you don't know him or his people, but now they all know your face. And when they see you, they really want to do something because you said something about their loved one, you know what I'm saying?
It was never said out loud. Like, every time someone would pass or get locked up, if it's 5 of us in the car, we would say it amongst each other, like, yo, this shit got to stop. It's too hot. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure, like, y'all end the podcast and maybe something happened. Y'all say it like, yo, this shit is out of control, right?
Yeah.
But nobody ever said it out loud. So once I said it, it felt like the whole city agreed.
Yeah.
Except for the 13-year-old that wants to drill.
Yeah.
But they outnumbered. Like the love, the
Definitely.
pastors that hit me up, the government workers, the city
Pastors
workers.
hit you up?
Yeah. Shout out to Pastor Gill from Brooklyn. He is now the pastor for the mayor. Like he works for the city now as the pastor.
I've been wondering.
And I think he might be from Flatbush.
How they in tune to all this stuff? Like how is the pastor? Like, what are you doing?
He comes from Bray, born and
listening
raised
to
in Bray.
drill music? Like, how do you know what they talk? You have to listen
No,
to
he
it
could
to
be
know what
young.
they
That don't mean they
about.
old because they a pastor. He could be.
Nah, but I'm saying, as far as a pastor, you're not supposed to be listening to that type of shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? How do you know what these niggas is talking about? You sitting there bumping this shit? You know what I'm saying?
They in tune, and that's my whole point. Is the people you think that's not in tune are listening.
Yeah.
The pastor's listening. Like
Yeah.
what? Like what? You come on.
Nah, because I wouldn't think, like, my mom's like super Christian, right? She comes to my house and tells me
Not
to
to play.
turn
Yes.
that type of music off. In my house, not her house, in my house. She come to my house and
a
say, yo,
fact.
turn that off. I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. You feel me? So you know how that go, like, you feel me? So I'm thinking, like, how is this nigga pastor bumping this type of music? Like, you know, he's supposed to be, like,
I don't know if he's bumping it, but he's definitely in tune
yo,
to what's going
Yo,
on.
bro, we supposed to have more time. It's about to be 8 o'clock. We started at what? The cameras wasn't set up by the time we was ready. Setting up the cameras?
Oh
Oh,
God.
that's something I gotta talk to this nigga about too. You gotta get that. See, we can't keep having this shit happening.
Yeah.
But I feel like we talked about it a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we kinda-
we cleared a lot of and you know.
You got any new projects that you want to shout out?
I'm working on a bunch of different records. Like I'm working on a project.
Well, who?
It's so the last project I did had a bunch of people. I was showing them the track listing from Dream Doll,
Ron
Ruby
Song,
Rose, The Chef,
Ross Fresh.
Sleepy, A Boogie. We had Busy Banks on it. Like the lineup is crazy. It's still streaming like crazy. Let me see. I could probably play a little snippet of a record that me and Fabio cooked up. I got him on, and we did this a while ago on a sample beat.
Nah, don't make him send it. Just play it through the mic.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it right through the mic. Right. So this is unreleased.
Okay.
I don't know if you know where the sample comes from,
Either I hate or either I love.
but it was like a big record in the late '80s, like in that freestyle era.
I sampled it his night time. I think about it.
Nah. That's what it sounds. Not that one. I'm the.
Yeah, look, I give it mad love. Money and music and mad drugs. Was in a room in a car. We had to lap up. We going back where? Back what?
Pause on the wrap up.
Niggas is fire, her bitches bad and her body is snatched.
I'm gonna forward it to the sample part.
Fabio is definitely going in beast mode.
Yeah.
I'm liking where he taking shit now.
I sent it to Be Love. It got an open verse right there.
Oh, you trying to get B-Love on there?
So we gotta see if Be Love wanna fuck with it. But it was a record from the 80s called I Still Believe.
They
The
on the
artist is
same
Brenda
label, ain't they?
K-Star. Nah, this one.
Oh, okay.
I don't know this. I ain't
If,
even
if
gonna
I
say
played
it
it for
in
you, you heard it. It was
Oh.
lit in it. But shout to A Loud, the producer.
I wasn't even alive in the 80s, bro. I wasn't even alive.
The
in
record, Mariah Carey redid it like years later.
Okay.
So it's a little story that goes behind it, but that's something me and Fabio was working on. Something who besides Be Love, who else would you put on?
Shit, I wish K Flock was out. I'd definitely say K Flock. You said who you got on it? Fabio on who?
Fabio.
Right now it's just Fabio.
How much people you trying to get on it?
Just one more person.
Ooh. They could be underground too or no?
Just something that makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like an artist that would make sense on a sample drill beat.
Yeah, they ain't
Fabio.
Yeah.
I mean, B Love definitely be doing a lot of samples. You feel me?
Yeah. How do you feel about samples right now?
I love it. I like it.
All right.
I just don't know how to get them all cleared, but
Yeah, B Love is a good fit.
Yeah,
B-Love
I
be
feel like
doing
B-Love.
samples.
Yeah.
B Love is a good fit. There's a lot of other niggas that, but I wouldn't put them on that shit.
That's the same.
Free
yeah.
Busy probably would have walked on that. Definitely would have walked on that. I could hear Busy on it, but Free Busy, unless you want to hold it till you come out.
do we know when he's coming home?
Shit, I don't know.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Free all the guys.
He would have been home already, but Jersey don't do bail, right?
Yeah, no bill.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, I was talking to construction and shit. I asked him like what's going on with him. He told me he ain't got no bail and shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Free bro though. I fuck with Busy. Like me and maybe speak on the regular. Like bro called me up. You know.
Yeah, I got the record with Busy produced by it's not even a drill record. That's how I knew how nice they was.
Nah, Busy dead nice. He got a lot of
That's a straight like R&B joint. It's him and Maceo.
Oh yeah. That's what's the name artist, right?
Maceo
Vok.
Guns.
That's Vok artist, right?
I think it's signed up. But they
Shorty treat me like I'm famous. Say she like the way a nigga jump out the range. Steady on the road.
It's like some smooth shit you driving with your
This is the
bitch.
type of music Drewski wants y'all to make, y'all.
produced
Exactly.
by Heatmaker by Young Bird.
This shit sound fire.
You just gotta call my phone.
He was on VH1 with you too, right? Young Bird. Young Bird.
Hey, look, but what I'm saying is like
Different forms when I pull up, shorty know me. Push start the whip, no need for coffee.
but you could grow as an artist. Like don't let them box you in.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all niggas gotta tap into to a different bag, man.
Yeah.
So much money, I cannot be patient. I can switch up her mood with these metaphors. Her ex is lame, he can't even change the settings for. Wonder what she settled for. She said how she like my similes. I think we got chemistry, or it's just a
Shorty
Hennessy.
treat me like I'm
Like,
famous.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Yeah. This definitely what y'all need to tap into, man, and create actual music. You feel what I'm saying? That you could pump in any hood through your car speakers and
Yeah.
nobody not shoot at your shit. You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, appreciate you for coming. You know what I mean? It was a great podcast.
Great
you know what I'm saying?
conversation.
Everybody wanted to hear your side of the story. I know for a fact, cause
And
that
we
post
are
was-
the first to do this, so when you see
yeah,
this,
we the first
Yeah.
to gonna see.
yeah.
We the first to go see. We ain't playing no games. We dropping this shit tonight.
All right.
Nah, I'll play. We probably drop it tomorrow. But yeah, man, thanks for coming and shit. I appreciate
of
you and
course
all
for
that
having
shit.
me.
You know what I'm saying?
keep rocking, keep going viral.
You know the vibes. You know the vibes.
Just don't diss nobody.
Hey, yo, man, listen, everybody like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you notified every time we drop a new
And
podcast.
we
You know?
are out.
Bow.